Anyway, so I'm telling the story. So in the bushes, and then shit, I had to sit there. It's like having my pants fill up with 10 pounds of oatmeal. Like oh Christ, no fucking way. So here I am in with I got my hot chilies. That's where my hot chilies went to. I remember I lost them. I couldn't figure where the hell they went to. I remember where. I was wearing my hot chilies that I bought also in the store. They matched my snowboard, the same goofy purple color. It was all the rage back in '92. Anyway, so now my bum's starting to twitch again. I'm telling the story. I'm about to remember the story, right? So I'm still telling the story. If I still am exhaling like this, I'm telling the story. So I'm telling the story. And I had to go down the hill. Well, I'm in the bushes, right? Now I'm covered in shit. I've got it all inside. But luckily, I was able to peel off my wetsuit, my dry suit, because and kept it all inside my long johns. But I got my farmer long johns. I had my green sweater off, which I still have. And I'm wearing farmer longs. I got my hot chilies on the lower end, up underneath my farmer johns. And I must have had probably the same long john tops I have over there. But that's where my chilies went. Anyway, so now I'm covered in shit. Like, what the hell am I gonna do? I'm gonna walk. I had to bushwhack through the goddamn fir trees and moss and rocks and shit, and climb down a cliff and get down to the ocean. So I take out my long johns and wash on my ass with them. I must have an outer layer to wear because I had something to wear back up to the shirt, up to the car, but I just took my hot chilies and tucked them under a rock and fucking. Now me coughing is telling that finished the story because I laughed so hard telling that story I started coughing. So I'm gonna get this memory out of the way, all the way on the happy side, because when this cough breaks open, the second is gonna be the end of the memory. That burp is the end of the cycle. And then you breathe like that after the laugh. Oh wow. Ooh-wee. That was such a funny story back in the day. I wonder how long it's been since I told it. And I haven't relived the memory of pooping my pants yet. Let's see what happens. I have to run in the bushes. How does that work? Which way does the memory want to go? Is this a scary memory or the bad memory at the same time? This feels like the shitty one, like when I was a kid and pooped my pants. And now, because when I did poop my pants the last time, it was funny, right? This is being terrified of pooping my pants. This is me being the doorstep. And I'm going over here. See my face all contorted? I'm going to poop my pants. This is the memory. I did this last night when I was trying to get into the zone, right? I had this face for a split second. I'm going to try to find that clip. Right now I'm trying to remember. Am I trying not to remember? Uh-oh. I think I just went back to the darker memory. Instead of pooping my pants, I'm doing this with my face. And my bum cheeks just moved in sync, not one at a time. So I'm running, trying to hold it together. My bum just started to do this, like yeah. This is probably a bad memory. You think? This is a bad memory. Just broke out this way. Okay, hold on. I can stay here if I want to. I need to check my blood too. I got these two. I'm gonna stop and make sure I'm in control here. This is the dark memory. Yeah. Bad one for sure. That's more of that white stuff. But I'm completely control of this. So I am worried I might poop my pants and my sphincter will cut, but I think I can just open and close it like I do on this end if I need to make a muscle move. the cycle, right? If I can relax my sphincter for a split second and close it again, then that pulse would go down the way. Ooh, I just thought of that. That's brilliant. Let's try that. Let's just try to relax my sphincter for a split second. If it works the same way that the pinch it, now just relax it, which is the fucking memory. Pinch it, relax it. That's the memory of trying not to poop. You pinch it as long as you can, and then you have to relax it because you can't hold it anymore. And then you pinch it again because you're trying to hold it. And you can only hold it so you can only pinch so long, you have to relax it. And then at one of those, it opens up. Because eventually you stop. You can't keep on pinching it because now my back is starting to spasm. On either side of my coccyx, the muscles are going bang, 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 bang. Because all the muscle action right now is down there at the lower end of my spine. Which means my legs and hips and legs and knees and feet will all do the funky chicken here in a minute too, with cramps and stuff. So right now it wants me to cough. This is another bad memory. My back is, muscles are spasming on either side of my rib cage, like lower rib cage, either side of my spine, getting ready to put there and south. That cramp just cleared a bit, but still. Something's happening down there. I don't like it. That tastes my mouth. Oh, does this fucker say it then? Does he say, what's the matter? Does there something you don't want in your mouth? What is this memory? Where is this? It does not ring a bell. Unless it's fucking breezy. I don't know. It tastes cigarette smoke though. Something pretty horrible is happening to me right now. What is it? Something pretty horrible is happening to me right now. Shit, I lost it. I gotta go back in the dark memory, get back into it. My bum is starting, my bum cheeks doing this again. Relax it, get down to the sphincter. Swallow, go down there. Get to the bottom. Send another one. This makes all the muscles go down, right down my spine. And there we go. One more. Just me relaxing my back muscles are spasming right now. My back is arched. The muscles across my back are all really tight, and my spine is arched. Like this way. Something just came out my throat. This is not back spasming again. The muscles are relaxing down my spine. Open again. Flood me with feel-good juice. I think endorphins, because my blood O2, I think is fine. 99. So my blood O2 is fine, so I'm not. I might be fucking with my pressure, but I'm not fucking with my blood O2. Not according to that. Pulse was a little high, maybe. Okay. I keep coughing. Let's see what happens. Get a drink of water. Because I can do. Now I'm on the fully controlled side of things. Bring it back to the middle again. Hey, Jules, how you doing, buddy? I think the next memory on the dark side is going to be my shoulder because I just felt a twinge when I got to get that water. This is too cool to stop. If I was bored, I'd stop. But this is pretty neat. I gotta cough to let it happen. I remember what it felt like to break it open and get air in again. Another big huge wad came out. Where are we at now? Now I'm remembering what it felt like. Damn, I remember how good it felt. Feel take your breath in again. And it's a happy memory because you're like, oh wow. Ooh, wow, I really need to get that air in. Your hands are twitching again because you're like that. But the exhaling brings back the bad memory. Now it's a good memory. I'll stay here for a minute. Yeah, that's how you stay here. My sister remembers. I'm in the part that remembers how good it felt. I'm staying here because I can. I'm in the memory of pooping my pants on the funny side of the memories. My hips are cramping up because I'm in the funny memory now, running into the bushes. Which means when I get past this one, it'll be the dark memory of doing the same thing. To be on the doorstep, or below that, it'll be getting raped, if memory serves. So this is the memory of going to the bushes. So if I maybe, if I can control that memory in here, and get to the opening up on this side, I can control how fast it happens. Let's get the memory of opening up. Let's just relax everything. I gotta close my sphincter. Ears just popped. My muscles are starting to spasm down there on my bum, so I'm just gonna let that happen a bit and make sure I can control it. There it is. There's the sphincter opening up, almost just above it. Deep breath in. Okay. I'm telling the story, so it's still funny. I'm telling the story, so it's still funny. I haven't gulped yet. When I gulp, then memories go back to the dark side of things. Is how I seem to be rationalizing it, and it seems to make sense. Somebody, please feel free to truly prove me wrong. I'm glad I didn't waste time posting last night's video because it's pretty fucking boring compared to this one. You can tell. So that just cleaned out a bunch of shit from somewhere. And that was the gluey stuff. That was the thick gluey stuff. And my back started spasming again around my backside. So I'm still in the memory where this. The last time I spasmed like that, and it was still a funny memory. So I think I'm still there with the diving. I think there might have been one in before that where I made it to the toilet. Because if you think about how these memories had happened, right? So a bad one would be running to the bathroom, clench your bum, but then you make it, and opens up, oh, thank God. You made it open in a safe spot. But behind that would be the bad memory of running to the bathroom the same way you got the diarrhea. Maybe this happened in elementary school. You know, I alluded to this earlier, where you're afraid you're going to shit yourself and you got to make it to the bathroom and you open it up before you make it to the toilet stall and you spray poop everywhere. That would be a pretty traumatic memory. And I can see this being that memory, which I wouldn't have thought about since Stewart, BC. If it happened. And it feels like it did. I don't think I have a happy one in this one.